Illegal blood sports exist in an underground world that's not open to outsiders. The first place to look into this world is an unlicensed boxing event. South London Streatham Caesars nightclub. Caesars is the location for a brutal and violent night of unlicensed boxing. Not recognised by the boxing authorities, it's our first step into uncovering the world of blood sports. In front of a crowd that's baying for blood, non-professional fighters deliver. They headbutt, kick, stamp, and even bite. With the rules relaxed, this caters for people who want to see real damage. It also caters for people who want to do real damage, none more so than ferocious fighter Colin Kane.
Some people like playing golf, some people like playing tennis, some people like going swimming. I like fighting.
But Kane's an all-out brawler. When the bell goes, it's carnage as he inflicts GBH in the ring.
You get away with a few elbows and headbutts and biting in some of my fights, kicking. You know, you could see two boxers rolling around on the floor, getting stamped on in the face, and, you know, there'll be, the referee will call break, and then someone will get an elbow on the nose, or you'll see them when they're in the clinches, it'll be nuts, you know, all sorts. And, I mean, the biting's not so good, which is something I've done, because you've got a gum shield, so it's like biting with rubber teeth, which is not very good. It's not as effective.
Colin's tactics are full on attack as he tries to destroy his opponents.
By the time I get into the ring, all hell breaks loose. And once I'm in there and I'm climbing the ring and the bell goes, I do just want to kill them. I want to tear their head off. I want to knock them spark out. It's not as skillful as your professional boxing, but it is fun.
Violence is as popular as ever. The sellout crowd at Caesars seem to have an unquenchable bloodthirst.
I think if you look at going to a boxing match and somebody gets really badly hurt and is bleeding and everything else, I think it goes back to our primal past. I think when that was very common. Deep down, remember, our past is primitive past, you know, fighting animals, you know, fighting one another for territory. That's who we are. So there's still a primal, aggressive thing inside all of us.
But for some, just watching is not enough. The instinctive drive to fight can boil over, and they literally want to get involved. Sven the Hammer Hamer is unlicensed boxing heavyweight champion. In Sven's last fight, he ended up having to go a few unexpected extra rounds.
My original opponent wasn't very good at all. I knocked him out with 2 punches. Which was a big disappointment to me and my fans because, you know, I want a good fight, you know.
But his fans' disappointment didn't last long as a new challenger enters the ring, this time from the audience.
Then this other guy decides he wanted to have a go as well.
This man's thirst for a fight inspires him to climb in the ring and try his luck against a foe who's much bigger and stronger.
To be honest with you, he lasted longer than the first guy, but that was only because he just ran away from me the whole time and I couldn't get anywhere near him. When I did get anywhere near him, he put his head down, grabbed hold of my legs and stuff like that, so it was hard to catch him with a clean punch.
The plucky fan soon ends up going back to his seat, head first. But this doesn't seem to put off his mate who jumps into the ring, and he wants to have a go as well.
The guy that got in the ring after started giving it a load of mouth, you know, I'll fight you, I'll fight you. But he was half my size, you know, he wouldn't have lasted as long as his friend did. But I saw that guy at the end of the night before I actually left, and he came up to me, the second one that got in the ring, and said, "Oh, I'm sorry about what happened earlier, it was just bravado and all that."
But the most legendary fighter from the unlicensed boxing scene is Roy Shaw.
Over they go.
Roy Shaw would destroy anyone who dared to stand before him.
I said, would anybody want to fight? You know, was a bit of a toughie in a certain area. I said, I bet you couldn't beat Shawry. And they say, all right, well, and they had them, you know, put their money in, and we have it off.
But Roy wasn't content with a simple knockout win against the Gypsy King fighter, Donny the Bull Adams.
And I went out there, just threw one right hand over, caught him, and even in on the corner, so get up, bang, and I'm whacking him. And then the referee saying, Roy, he's dead, Roy. I went, oh. So I get hold of him, and I'm trying to lift him up, and he thinks I'm lifting him up to, you know, to thing. But I was lifting him up so I could whack him again. And bang! I said, get up, and I was stamping on him, get up! But, you know, we shook hands afterwards, and I took him up the club, and we had a drink, so there was no hard feelings or nothing. But it was just that temper I had, and, you know, and I was so fit, you know, I had to get it out of my system.
But for some, unlicensed boxing is not nearly violent enough. They venture away from the pubs and clubs into